and I think it's Saturday. I'm losing track of time. I'm
Yeah.
going mad. It's
Well,
like it's crazy, man. I've been indoors. I'm going
boy.
nuts here. How you doing, man, Max?
Oh, I'm all right. Honestly, I have been outside
All right.
because I have no choice for my job. I cannot work from home.
Oh,
And there,
perfect. Perfect. So we have a few topics set. And then after this, I'm going to be like everyone else and shame you for going outside here on the Nerd Report. Woo! Here we go.
I
Back
like
again.
the intro.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Thanks to Jody's Corner. Man, look, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to shame you, but there's a lot of people getting upset, people that do go outside. But hey, man, some people they're scared and they have bills to pay, right?
I got no choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? I can't say my job. I can't say, you know what? I got bills to pay too, right?
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Very understandable. And you're washing your hands. I know.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's exhausting. I wake up early and I get home. I tear down everything just in case. Throw it in a garbage bag, wash it, go get a shower, scrub as much as I can. It's probably overdoing it, but hey, Goldman's here and Brian Hill, Oksana, those are some of mine.
Yeah. Did you tweet this out?
Nerd Report. I don't know if I did. I will.
Yeah, everyone, please take this moment to share this real quick as we triple our community size, and together we will destroy the Sith. But anyways, let's have Robert just got in here. What's up, Robert?
What's happening? How's the audio? Is the audio okay?
Oh, it's awful.
Is it?
Nah, just kidding. It's
hey,
cracking.
Robert.
Nah, it's okay. It's cracking a little bit. Just don't touch the cable.
Bud? You have a channel too?
I do not have a channel.
Oh,
he's part of Nerd Report. He's
okay. I know. I was thinking that, but I wondered if he also had a channel too. Okay,
no,
cool.
I don't have a person. I do have one, but it sits idle with no content. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess we all have to have a channel, right?
Lewis makes me put everything on his, so I'm not allowed to have my own. That was stipulated in our contract.
I run a monopoly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so before we get into we have like 3 topics, and look, Mad Max, I know you're a busy guy. I really appreciate you coming here for whatever time you can be here. So like, I'm gonna make use of you. So you said you couldn't be here throughout the entire stream, and maybe you will make it. I don't know. I can't predict the future, but I want to ask you a few questions.
All right.
So you got a hold of the digital copy of Rise of Skywalker, right?
Yes.
And you're right now in the middle of the extras. What are you watching?
The documentary, The Skywalker Saga.
Okay. And
it's a 2-hour documentary. I'm an hour in.
I've already seen it, but what do you think so far?
I'm really, you know what? As much as I've criticized all these people too, Kathy, J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
And seeing them on set, they look so. I mean, I know it's promotional material, but they look so happy to be involved. And then I saw some of even though I haven't seen the movie yet, and I know the spoilers, I did not see some of the creatures yet. So I'm kind of like, oh no, these creatures are awesome looking, and the practical effects and the puppetry. And I was like, oh, I would have been really cool if I just didn't know about this before I went to the movie.
Well, why don't you go ahead and watch it first? Because
well, one of my viewers, Goldman, in the comments, he wants to see my live reaction. That's why I'm holding off.
Okay. Go band right here. Yo.
Yeah, he wants to be involved too when we eventually do the watch party, if he can.
Someone's cracking. Someone's mic is cracking, or they're eating chips.
Oh, sorry. I have bad habits. I was doing this.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
I take my gloves off and on. I don't know why.
I thought that was feedback on my end. I was trying not to move because I thought it was on the cable.
Sorry, I have little things I do while I'm filming.
No worries, man.
They're like covering 80s movies, and you didn't invite me. Hey, listen, let's do this. I'm gonna post the link right now. If you guys want to join us, we're gonna be doing. We're gonna talk about a couple things, and then I'm gonna post a link on the Twitter at Nerdlecca, so you guys could actually join us. But be professional, because the first sign of unprofessionalism, I will simply press a button and you will be gone.
Be goddamn nice.
Destroy.
Yeah.
I know Ambassador is cool. He's one of us, but I'm talking about everyone else. So once again, go to Nerdlecca. I'm gonna post that in a minute, and grab that link if you guys wanna, and I'll tell you guys when to come in, and stuff. But remember, children are watching, so chill on the F-bombs. You know what I mean? Jelly Bean. What's up, Tony Robinson in the house?
The R-rated version like at 10 o'clock, so we got like 58 more minutes to go.
Yeah. So anything else you want to add on to your experience with the Blu-ray?
Oh,
there's no deleted scenes, dude. Can you believe that?
There's not.
Scenes.
I didn't go. I just went. I was going left to right on what popped up. I didn't go see what else is available. Yeah, that seems like they'll double dip later for a collector's edition. They did that for JJ's last Star Wars film, The Force Awakens.
Right.
Later on, they after a year or two, they released, because I'm a 3D aficionado. I have a lot of 3D Blu-rays. I still have a 3D TV. but when they stopped making them, LG made one really good one that uses the passive glasses like they do in the theater, and it actually works really good. Not like some of the other TVs.
The best 3D TV for me, I did have one. I believe it was a Samsung, and it's powered. Are the glasses powered?
No, these are just, you can use the glasses that you get in the movie theater, the Real D 3D.
Longa, what's up?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
How you doing, guys? How you doing?
You've been on fire today, right?
No,
going from live post to live post, live feed to live feed.
No, I was just on Max. That's it.
Oh, that's it.
Oh yeah, and I messed up the other one earlier.
He messed up the other one. Yeah.
I messed up Stream Junkies. I mix things up all the time, and I was like, oh, it's supposed to be 8 Eastern time instead of 9. I'm like, oh damn.
Yeah. Max gets one fuck up a week.
Yeah.
No, I have more than that.
No, I mean that's your allowance for the week.
Okay.
You're allowed one.
Well,
who are you interviewing tomorrow? Who are you interviewing tomorrow?
Dominic Pace, actor Dominic Pace, who was on my channel, The Great Council, 3 p.m. Central Time.
I have a question that I want you to ask him.
Yeah, sure.
But I'm going to ask you on Twitter or via Messenger or whatever. This question, if he answers it, could give you a real big scoop. But I'm not gonna let it be. I'm not gonna say it here because then it's gonna put put everyone on alert, and it's gonna this thing's gonna rocket. It's gonna be a legit question, and I think he's gonna be happy to say it.
Yeah, hopefully. I would.
Yeah. So he's a bounty hunter there, right?
Yeah, he's bounty hunter Greco. He was the one with he had the alien, looked like the hammerhead with the mask.
Yeah, I saw him. Yeah. I don't know.
I thought it was Gecko.
Gecko. No, is it Gecko? I thought it was Greco.
Well, we'll find out. By
now you're gonna make me have to look it up now.
I caught a hold of his OCD.
How do you pronounce it?
No. Max is right. It's Gecko. Bounty hunter Gecko.
Oh, I'm right for once.
Yeah, you're right for once. I'll give you credit when credit.
Okancha Jaiswal.
Yeah. I don't know shame and trolling others because they're also going to buy food and medication. Yeah, there's this weird like Twitter shaming thing. Man, Twitter's weird because there's the rest of the world and then Twitter.
Yep, pretty much. And
it's like they're really not helping anyone. It's just like I think people like they go nuts and then like you got to take their phones away. If you know anyone go ahead.
I know you don't like to go too hot on your show. But all this calling, no. But I'll just say this. But all this calling of SJWs and anti-SJWs, it's just Twitter users. Let's be real. It's just Twitter. It's just people from Twitter. That's how Twitter is.
Here's what gets me. All right. So like you'll know people. I'm sure you know people like this on both sides of any spectrum of politics or whatever. They hate a certain party or a certain person for like years and years and years and years. And then they're pissed off at the way things are being handled during a crisis. And I'm talking about both sides. It's like they start posting how much someone sucks or how they're doing this wrong. It's like, gee, I'm surprised. You don't like the way Joe Biden's doing stuff? Oh, I'm surprised. You don't like the way Trump is doing stuff? It's like you've been anti these people for 6 years. How are we going to get subjective criticisms from you? And how are we going to take you serious? You know,
it goes on both sides. And
both sides. That's why I mentioned
the most
Biden.
recent. It wasn't a crisis, but the most recent I can remember is when oh my God, his name's
Joe Mama.
No. It's not even Joe. It's John McCain. When John McCain passed away,
yes.
There was people just on Twitter. It's Twitter. So is Twitter, of course.
Yeah.
There was people on Twitter just saying, "Good, I'm glad he's dead." Good, I'm glad
everyone makes
because he said these things in the past, and the guy was a prisoner of war. You know, I mean, prisoner of war don't usually have the nicest words towards their captors. You know what I mean? So let's be serious here.
Sci-Fi Dragon, what up? Hey guys, how you doing? You're doing great. Okay, listen, you talked about Dominic Pace.
Yeah,
he's in Star Wars, and our first topic is about Star Wars. Woo-hoo. So Cassian Andor, the synopsis. Do you guys know what the synopsis is?
No, I have not read the synopsis.
Okay, so you know Disney Plus is working on a standalone film, right? Or standalone show. Are you guys excited about it?
No.
Me and Max actually kind of talked
Robert,
about it.
Come on, why?
That was a fast no, Robert.
Here's the thing. Here's
the spirit of Jeffrey.
Lucas, I know. Here's what Lucasfilm seems to be doing with some of these characters.
Don't say his name 2 more times. So come on.
Yeah, then he'll show up.
Lucasfilm.
Beetlejuice.
No, we're talking about Jeffrey. So, with some of the characters in the movies, like Han Solo. Okay, Han Solo dies. Then they want to give us a standalone film for Han Solo called Solo. Okay, Cassian Andor dies. Now they want to give us a standalone film or series on Disney Plus. Cassian Andor. All right. I get it. It's going to be like a sci-fi, sci-fi espionage spy kind of.
Okay, so it follows the adventures of rebel spy Cassian Andor during the formative years of the rebellion and prior to the events of Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Diego Luna will reprise his role as Andor, which he originated in the 2006 film. 16. The rousing spy thriller will explore tales filled with espionage and daring missions to restore hope to a galaxy in the grip of the ruthless empire. I'm in. And you're just racist, Robert. You just don't like Hispanics. With that name, Garcia, you are a traitor to our race.
You're a race traitor. You're a race traitor.
Oh my goodness.
You hate everything?
What the hell am I on
in the world?
However,
I've been
the name is Cassian Andor, which is not Hispanic. So.
Yeah.
Even though Diego Luna is
Ambassador, ¿cómo estás, Ambassador?
Hey. Oh, I love the hat.
What is it?
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay, I see it.
That's the Mandalorian symbol.
Yeah.
The Mythosaur. Yep. Good evening, gentlemen.
Welcome to the Nerd Report. Cherry popped.
Very nice.
Okay, Robert,
nice.
I'm sorry, guys. I've been indoors for 5 days.
Yeah. Okay. He's gonna.
I haven't seen the sun. There's 2 sons and no women.
What are you living in your basement?
Yeah, actually I am. Robert, continue. Sorry, continue your nonsense.
I'm sure there's a lot more story to tell, and from Lucasfilm's point of view, but I liked the character. The character was pretty well developed, thanks to Tony Gilroy, who's actually is he writing or directing some of the series? I forget who the showrunner is, but I know Tony Gilroy is going to be involved with it.
Yeah, and he's writing.
For a lot of people that don't know, Tony Gilroy is the reason why Rogue One was successful.
Yeah,
that movie. Yeah, that movie was in deep trouble with Gareth Edwards directing, and Gilroy came in, directed a lot of the reshoots. He directed and wrote the final corridor scene with Darth Vader.
Darth Vader,
and he's basically responsible for make all the characters succumbing to their demise in the end. So if Gilroy's on it, which he is, I'm not going to say I'm not going to watch. I'm just saying at this point, not really excited for it, but I'm going to give it a shot. I would say at this point, when I heard about The Mandalorian, a couple years out, I was much more excited for The Mandalorian rather than, where I'm at with Cassian Andor series right now.
And by the way, I sent Matt Jarbo. I see him in the chat. I sent you an invite. Let's have the ambassador's opinion on Cassian Andor because he's a new guy. So let's all listen to him right there, nice and quietly, and then we'll rip him apart because we don't like his opinion.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, go. Let's hear your dumb thoughts, man. Just kidding.
I'm
playing.
I know you are, Lewis. I've watched enough of your streams. I've watched enough of your streams. I know you're all good, man.
But have you really?
All of them?
Yeah.
Have you
not
really?
all of them, but I've watched a lot.
I think you need to give him a flash test now, Lewis.
He doesn't even remember what he did last year. How's he gonna test ambassador?
Guys, I'm trying to keep the show focused. You guys are worse.
Okay.
Hey, if you guys don't calm down, we're gonna bring in Jeffrey.
Yeah.
We're gonna turn this around and bring in Jeffrey.
That's number 2. People are asking about him on the chat.
Max, at least I can start a stream on time.
Oh, we started on time today.
Oh man.
Okay, so since
I waited on your masked butt.
Time out, everyone.
I'm
kidding.
I kid. And Max, by the way.
Okay, Ambassador, what is your opinion about the Cassian Andor show? Are you excited for it?
I am more than willing to give it a chance. I like the character from Rogue One. I loved Rogue One. I think that's the general consensus from most everybody, whether you're a Star Wars fan or not. I enjoyed Rogue One. I thought it was good. I thought it was
isn't it considered the funnest Star Wars movie? And then everybody's like kind of on the fence about it.
I guess so, but honestly, of all the Disney Star Wars that they've done, Rogue One was the best. And no, for me, it wasn't because it had a bunch of memory berries or nostalgia berries. It was because it was an interesting story. I thought the cast was good. I thought the story was good. I thought the acting, well, it wasn't stellar. There were good parts to it. I am interested to see what they do with Cassian Andor. I know me and Lunga have talked about when they were talking about that Underworld clip that came out a couple months ago, and we got to talking about the possibility of it.
Steal my turn. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'll try and stay off your stuff, Lunga. Don't worry. Unlike others, I will cut you some slack. I cut Max no slack.
Lunga, what do you think? Did I get your opinion?
Well, I was going to talk about what we talked about, but Ambassador already blew that one out the water. No, I'm kidding.
I don't even know where. Go.
I'm kidding. But yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. Am I super excited about Cassian Andor? No. I liked his character. I think Diego Luna's a spectacular actor. I think he did a wonderful job.
He's in Narcos.
Yeah.
And
if my first question about it was like, is there enough there for a series? But like what Ambassador mentioned when we were talking about it, I think this is a reimagining of Lucas's Underworld series, where it's not technically the Underworld bounty hunter, because that's what the Mandalorian is supposed to kind of be like, but it's not now. It's kind of going off this other stuff. But it's going to show the seedier side of the Star Wars universe. It's going to show those underworld and underground things and deals and stuff that happen, just like what the whole theme was at the beginning of Rogue One, where he's like, sacrifices have to be made, where dude got killed and this blah blah blah. So I think that is what's gonna, rather than just the character, that aspect of it is what's gonna help carry the show, and his personality is gonna be along the ride for it and help bring it that way. So just like he said, Garcia said, I'll watch it. I'm a Star Wars nerd. I'm gonna watch whatever they throw.
Max, you excited for this?
I would prefer to see other shows like Obi-Wan and Ahsoka Tano series, which I think is going to happen based on some other things I've heard. I think this is going forward mainly because of the way the dynamic between Cassian Andor and K2SO is a strong character, a great droid, great toys. That he did. I forget the name of the actor that played him. He's been
Alan Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk.
Yeah, you don't let him go lightly. That is magic there. The opportunities for comedy, along with the espionage and the missions, is just too great. So I think that's why you don't let it go. I would prefer Mandalorian, Obi-Wan, and Ahsoka Tano series or movie ahead of all this, especially with the recent other. I don't know if you want to go into that yet or whatever.
With what?
Rosario Dawson.
Yeah,
Rosario Dawson cast.
So you're linking them to how?
I'm sorry.
What were you going to say about that?
I didn't know if you were going to cover that later in the topic.
No, it's fine. You can bring it in. You can bring it in.
And I do. A lot of these so-called leaks are, I think, done on purpose for marketing, because then there's like, oh, should this be released? That you get double the marketing out of the same topic in free marketing. It came out right when she came back on the Clone Wars episode. So I think it's just a way to really push.
That is true, right? So maybe the story about her being Ahsoka Tano was already something that was in the can, you know, and then they decided to release it. They may have said keep the story embargoed until, you know, she shows up in Clone Wars. That is a big possibility.
And I know they haven't confirmed anything yet, but Disney's notorious for that, though.
For what?
They don't confirm things. They wait, even if it's true.
It's Lucasfilm. Lucasfilm, yeah, they actually do work. They are a bit separate, although we think of them as one.
Right.
They
No,
are.
yeah.
Intergalactic Mojito in the house. What's up?
I'd like one of those. I'm still waiting for one.
That is a spectacular name, by the way. I gotta
say.
And
I would like a recipe too, so I could have some in quarantine. I want an intergalactic mojito while I'm in quarantine. Don't you guys?
Hell yeah! Sold it.
I just finished a glass of scotch during my stream. I'm good.
You don't share, dude?
I know you didn't bring any for the rest of us.
Master doesn't know the rules, does he?
Yeah, you have to share. So far, I don't like you.
Oh, man.
Just kidding. Freshman. All right, what happened to Garcia? Because
I'm still here.
All right.
He got
anyone want to Garcia? You want to add in their last thought on Andor?
I mean, I think I saw one of the comments saying it was Sci-Fi Dragon. Rogue One was okay. I think it's become a bit overrated over the past couple of years, but that's just me. I think out of the Disney era, it's probably my favorite movie so far.
It looks the best.
Yeah, I mean, I've always made the argument. I've talked to some people who kind of feel the same way. But I really liked, the down, dirty, and gritty battle scenes. The battle scenes on the sand. It was a really nice throwback to space battles. But again, Tony Gilroy is part of it. That's the only reason why I'm looking. I have any, what is it? Well, not, excitement over it, but that's the only thing that's really catching my interest right now is the inclusion of Tony Gilroy. So, like I said, I'll watch it. Not super excited. Maybe when it gets a little bit closer and we get a trailer, we see some of that, then it'll pique my interest a little bit. But as of right now, it's there and I'll watch.
Can I add one more thing?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now that I think about it, if they go like kind of even more dark with the character, like even more than you got in Rogue One, of him doing certain things, it would be really interesting. It might make you even rethink Rogue One, because you saw a glimpse of what he's capable of.
True.
That would be really interesting to see how far across the line he goes to get his missions done. So that's part of the character. Look, I mean, we accepted it in Rogue One, but will we still accept him once we see the series?
Well, I think that's the deal too, because in Rogue One he was making that turn because Jin kind of changed him to think differently. So I do believe you're right. In this series, he's going to be a lot darker, before he gets his little kind of redemption in a sort of way in Rogue One. He's going to have this more moody, broodier, darker deal, and more underhanded stuff.
I would say he's going to be much more roguish in this one. You're going to be seeing a much more nonsense version of Andor in this show, because obviously this does take place before Rogue One. So I'll be interested to see how dark they take this, because remember one thing, this is, yes, while it is Star Wars, it also is also Disney Star Wars, so they're gonna be tiptoeing on the line on how dark they can go with the character. Now, obviously, with Mandalorian, this was a show that very much had a more adult feel. It was much more mature and everything. So far, they have shown that they can do more mature content with the Mandalorian. I'll be interested to see what they do with Andor and everything. So. Obviously, we'll just have to wait and see and everything what they do, because I don't even have they even started shooting it, the Andor series yet, or has it been? Well, it's probably been delayed, but I didn't know if they had.
It was supposed to be starting soon, but I think it's going to be delayed because of this stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
So.
My favorite scene in Rogue One, though, is no one talks about it, but it's my favorite scene, and I love the Darth Vader one, was when the Empire is that Imperial officer is looking like they're just like doing their minding their own business inside a Star Destroyer or whatever, and then he looks out the cockpit and he's like, or the window, and he's like, "Sir, there's a fleet of rebel pilots coming out of hyperdrive." That scene was awesome, man. When you see all the rebels just like come out and just ambush the Empire, that's the shit right there, man. Like the way they did it, the way the effects was, is like bow, 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 and it's like holy shit. And I remember the theater went ape shit when I saw that.
Yeah.
Well, because here's the thing: this is the rebels' first major space engagement with the Empire. This is their first major victory that's mentioned in the opening crawl of the original Star Wars. Was the Battle at Scarif? It was the rebels' first open assault. Up until this point, they had mainly been doing just like raids and what have you,
guerrilla raids and stuff.
This was their first major operation against the Empire. Face to face, in a manner of speaking.
The only thing, like I will say, for me, I don't think that movie fits nicely into New Hope at all. Like even when I watch, like I'll put New Hope right after.
I thought it did. I thought it did perfect.
Well, look, the entire thing about like when they gave Leia the plans and she goes, "What is that?" and she goes, "Hope." I'm like, dude, that's not hope. Luke Skywalker's hope. Get out of here.
Well,
the title is what did it for you.
She didn't know about Luke yet. She didn't know about Luke yet.
Yeah, but the movie's narrative was that was hope. I mean, it doesn't ruin the movie.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're our only hope. So she was going to give that to Obi-Wan.
Yeah, so but the point is Obi-Wan's giving them the new hope.
Yeah.
He's not the hope.
That boy is our only hope.
Yeah.
No.
There's another.
No, there's another.
There's another.
But here's the thing, Lewis. I don't know if you've seen this back around the time when they released Rogue One on home video and whatever. People started going back and doing edits and everything where they linked the end of Rogue One into the beginning, and they actually filled it in with some extra footage or whatever, linking those two movies together, and it actually is it's fairly seamless, if not completely seamless, and I think it ties perfectly into.
I thought it tied perfectly as well. I mean, it fits perfect. Lewis is just being Lewis.
Okay, so when he says there were several transmissions, intercepted by the ship. What I don't know.
They were chasing the Tantive after it left.
The Tantive 4 was actually on that battle of Scarif.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, those Vader's ship was chasing it for a while, trying to catch up to it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a deal breaker for me. I'm just saying, I felt like it was a little, Listen, okay, are we good with everything?
Mm-hmm.
All right, just as long as you guys agree that I'm right.
Yeah, we're good. We're all right, and you're wrong.
We're all right. You're wrong. Sorry.
We all love Rogue One, and you don't, Lewis. So
I think it adds
like Rogue One
more to the original trilogy than any of the sequel movies. Well,
the more I watch it, the more I like it.
Okay.
Max, what were you gonna say? Sorry.
No,
Sorry.
that Rogue One adds more to New Hope and is an addition that's benefits, and it won't upset anyone. That you can easily ignore it more so than even the sequels. Like it adds to it. It makes it so much more believable that that Star would have a fatal flaw like that, where the creator was under duress creating it. It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem with like all this is like when you go into the sequel trilogy, and then I won't spoil the end. We'll talk about that later. Anyway.
I still don't see it yet. I still don't see it.
All right, so look, let's go to our next topic. Everything's being delayed. Everything is being delayed, and here, this stunt coordinator lady by the name of Ines Huthart, I believe her name is.
Yeah, I would butcher that name too. It's tough.
I think. Did you read it? Yeah, she says.
I read
okay. Okay, so look, she's claiming this is a stunt choreographer for a lot of DC films, and I think she's related to my next story as well. But she's claiming that The Flash, which was supposed to start production at the end of April, is now going to start production a month later, end of May.
And so, just for clarification, this is for the live the feature film.
Ezra Miller, yes.
Yeah, with Ezra Miller, the feature film, not the TV show.
I was confused. Okay.
Which I'm going to go... Well, that one's delayed too. The CW show is delayed as well, which it's probably a good thing for them because they got to get a hold of themselves, man. They're just losing it. In my opinion, the show's not... Quality is out the window now. But as a person, I like Ezra Miller, and I want to see more DC. But what is your opinion about this delay? Take it or leave it, Max.
It has to happen. Delays have to happen.
Are you disappointed though?
Oh, of course. But we have to respect this situation. It only makes sense from a marketing standpoint too. No one wants to hear that you went into production, then something happened. Let this play out. Tighten the writing. Tighten your plans. It'll only make the planning better, and then go strong when this is hopefully over. I want to Ezra Miller, take it or leave it. I thought he was decent. I liked him a lot. I like the live action. I always think of Grant Gustin from the show, but he was fun. And you know what? Sometimes when you're going for general audiences, you don't go for the most accurate. You go for the most fun and funny. And I think he plays a little odd Flash. He's played it a little differently. I say give him another shot. I say keep everyone that was in the Justice League going forward, including Henry Cavill. It makes me upset if they keep him and don't keep Henry. That'll make me upset.
Could be contractual issues though with Henry and stuff. Robert, what is your toxic input into this?
Because I didn't like Justice League for so long. I know Matt has even made an argument about liking Justice League with the extended version of it.
I think he's referring to Batman versus Superman, but I'm not gonna.
I'm sorry, that was. Batman
I'm not gonna speak for him because he's not here.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I'm sorry, it was Batman versus Superman. My bad. Also this about Justice League. The only highlight for me with Justice League was Ezra Miller, and there's a giant mosquito that just flew in here. Ezra Miller. That was the only highlight of Justice League for me.
Mosquito.
You better get that.
Where is it?
It just flew in.
Help him!
Quarantine the hell out of that mosquito.
It's huge too. Now I'm scared because I think it's huge. No. So I don't watch
behind you.
I don't watch the DC the WB show. I don't watch it. But so from my perspective, Ezra Miller is the Flash, but I mean I've liked him in other movies too. Trainwreck, I thought he was really funny. His small part in there. Perks of Blooming Wallflower, he kind of stood out for me in that movie as well. But yeah, I'd like to see that movie with him in it. A little disappointed that one's going to be delayed, but I mean, where is DC going with the movies? I mean, multiple universes. I know they're not trying to, do the Marvel thing with one giant universe. But I'm interested in still seeing the movie. I still want to see it. But I mean, I'm kind of, I don't know, man. I don't know where DC's going. It's still hard
It's
to
making money though. Lately, they've been making a lot of money. So
well, the
whatever.
Joker made money.
Yeah, so did
Wonder Woman and Aquaman.
So Wonder Woman,
Aquaman,
Aquaman.
Aquaman killed it, but why did Aquaman kill it? Let's be honest. Why did it just
No,
destroy the
I
box? No. Why did it destroy the box office? Because women wanted to see him.
Well, in that case, why didn't Thor?
I'm going to say it. Yes.
That's
Why,
not
okay.
it.
Yeah,
That's not it.
What about Thor then?
Not.
Why didn't it beat Thor? Thor, I think, made less than that.
Chris Hemsworth, man. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's not 100% women.
I take Momoa over
Aquaman was like
if you go by that logic, Justice League should have made just as much money.
Yeah, but Justice League wasn't an Aquaman movie.
Doesn't matter. They only
has
went
Aquaman.
to see him, right?
Yeah, but it wasn't his movie.
And you had
everything
Henry
that I
Cavill.
saw-
And Henry Cavill was much
Henry
better looking
Cavill?
than
Hey,
I would view Henry Cavill way before Aquaman. Oops.
Ads had been.
Wait, are we live?
We're live.
Crap. Did I just say I'd do Henry Cavill over Jason Momoa? Oh my God,
I was
we're
live.
live.
Max, but
Oh, I pressed it.
I
If you didn't,
was gonna.
you just doubled down on it.
Oh,
I was
guys,
gonna.
go.
I was gonna. I don't care what the hell I say. I was gonna add the. I was gonna add the Robert. The Aquaman ads had Momoa flipping his hair wet with the water beating off his muscles.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, hey,
relax the beating off talk. This is a family
That's
fun.
what I wanted to see too.
I'm just saying they marketed it very well. It was
for the
a
ladies.
very well marketed film, and it made a ton of money. Wonder Woman made a ton of money too. I loved Wonder Woman, except for the final act. The third act was a little Snyder-ish, over the top, CG love fest for me. But Wonder Woman was great. Aquaman, I can't say I liked it. I was a little disappointed with Aquaman.
I think they're good. They're in for a good run because look, as far as financially, I mean, dude, even Shazam wasn't huge financially, but I think
I like Shazam.
But it cleaned the palette. It was a great film. I don't care how much money it made.
Joker, I mean, I've said this before, but when we saw the trailer for Joker a little bit before it came out, that's when I told you, hey, this is going to change the superhero movie for cinema for a while. This like just completely raised the bar. And then then we had Birds of Prey, and it was like, wait, what happened here?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, see, so
yeah. Longa, what are your thoughts about?
Well, I'm a huge Flash fan. Like I've said before, he's my number one hero.
He's awesome.
So as far as
really quick, which one would you prefer? Do you prefer Ezra Miller or the WB, the television?
Well, that's where I'm going to get into it.
My bad.
What do I prefer?
Burn!
As a Flash fan?
Yeah.
Neither really, but here's the thing: I do enjoy the show.
You're a comic book fan. You're a comic book fan.
Right. That's why.
They're not comic accurate to be truthful.
Right. I'm a comic fan, so my issues with both are based on that. But
gotcha. I
can separate that and just enjoy them for what they are. Yeah. So, as the Ezra Miller thing, the thing that bothers me is because that's not Barry Allen. It's not. It's goofy. It's DC's answer to Peter Parker, which Barry Allen isn't. So that's what they were trying to do with that. But separating my comic book love and just watching it as a movie, he did bring a lot of levity. He did bring a lot of bright spots to Justice League. So I did like him. And it was kind of funny. It was humorous to see. I was waiting to see what he would say next. So I am looking forward to it. And as far as what the DC universe is doing, if we're talking about just storyline, Warner Brothers is another story because how many times has leadership changed there when it comes to this? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But as far as what's going on, the key thing with the Flash is, and at this movie, what they're saying is Flashpoint. That's literally the reset button that they can do. And it could be a soft reboot, meaning with the way Flashpoint worked is things can change and you could still have Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. You could still have Aquaman, be Aquaman, but then you could have a different Batman. You can have a different Superman because it's a soft reboot and it changed the timeline where some things are the same and some things are a little bit different. So it kind of gives them an easy out to make the changes they want to make. So I'm looking forward to see what happens there. As far as the TV show, I love The Flash so much that it's like, I love the 90s one and I love this one. So it's just because I see The Flash. I'm so happy to see The Flash, but yeah, there's problems. It's a CW show.
Well, that's not a bad thing though.
No, it is. It's a horrible thing. That's the reason why.
Why?
But the last episode, The last episode, see, every time Reverse Flash is on there, the bar goes up here.
Yeah,
Every
but they
time
don't
you
use real villains anymore. They're all goofballs. There's too many jokey characters.
I know.
there right
I
now.
wanted to see more rogue villains that you used to see at the beginning, but you don't see as
Well,
much. But
there's too many jokey characters. Cisco Ramon is now not really in the show. They switched them for the other guy. The other guy cracks a joke, and every time there's a serious moment, he cracks a joke. Then you
Cisco
have
always did that though.
Then you have Iris is like fatal, and then you
That's
got
another story,
Then you have Killer Frost. I don't even know the difference between Caitlin and Killer Frost are like the same character. You know, it's like before at least they were two different people. I don't know what's going on there. Wells is like his double has been a goofy guy, like a jokester the past 3 seasons. There's no real villains. I'm like, and then that plastic dude's awful. You know, Ambassador, what do you got?
Hold on. That's Elongated Man, and that's how he is in the comic books. He's actually comic book accurate. He's good. Don't mess with Ralph Dibny.
Well, look,
he's a cinnamon roll.
Comic book accurate doesn't mean good. He's another jokester character. There's no balance to the show. It's all unbalanced to jokey. Now there's no stakes. Like I don't feel like there's any danger at all. That's the problem.
Let's hear Ambassador's take.
I don't want to hear Ambassador's take.
It doesn't matter what you think.
It doesn't matter. Go for it, brother. Your turn.
As far as the Flash being delayed, I truthfully don't care. I don't watch the CW. I don't particularly care.
Great take. Okay, next on to our next topic.
Next topic. Next topic.
Just kidding, brother. Go ahead. I'm just fucking with you. Go ahead, bro.
I know. It's okay. I don't particularly care for any of the Arrowverse shows. I tried to watch them. I legitimately did, but I just couldn't get invested. Real quick, a comment to the chat and everything. Intergalactic Mojito, Rosenbaum, and animated animated Flash. Yes, I would wholeheartedly agree with you and everything. Those are 2 great performances by a good actor and by a good voice actor and good storytelling. As far as the rest of the DC stuff, the movies, by and large, I enjoyed what I've seen. I didn't see Batman versus Superman because honestly, the casting of Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor kind of turned me off.
That was horrible.
Not to mention, I had read and watched the animated Batman versus Superman. Once I had seen reviews for it, I'm like, what the hell did they do to this great story? This sucked. But
the animation goes a little bit over the top, though.
Yeah,
I don't know if you could do that in live action.
Now,
some of it.
As for the other offerings that we have gotten for the DC movies, Wonder Woman I enjoyed. Aquaman, I've heard a lot of good things. I actually have a copy. I'm probably going to watch it and everything this coming week or somewhere along the way because I heard a lot of good things about it. I have a copy of Shazam again. I'm going to watch it. I have a copy of Joker. I may just do a DC marathon this coming week and just cover all that stuff. Because
but you're all hype and no action. You've been come on.
Hang on, Ambassador, but watch Joker last just to clean the palette from some of the other movies.
Shazam though is good.
Shazam's okay.
Shazam's awesome.
But here's the thing. The only one that I've seen all the way through is Wonder Woman. The rest of these I've just heard stuff about. I don't know the overall story, so I'm going in kind of blank slate like Max is with Rise of Skywalker.
Shazam to me is Goonies meets Superman the movie, 1978.
Okay,
that's what it means to me,
and that's okay with me. I will give it a chance.
Yeah.
As far as anything else that we got coming down the road, I am by and large I'm a Marvel fan, but I do enjoy. I don't know who made the fart sound, but sure.
Not me. Not me.
Look.
Oh, that was an accident. Sorry. No,
right on cue.
Look, I know I'm going to get some shade thrown because I like Marvel. I do.
Wait. What? Most people do like. I like Marvel.
So, well, I know.
What the hell? I like Marvel.
I know some people in this stream doesn't, and you know what? That's fine. You like what you like. I like what I like. As far as the DC movies go, I will take them as they come. If it looks like something that I would enjoy, then I'll go check it out. If it's something I feel like I'm not going to be interested in, hard pass. So,
All right. Fair take. Okay, so listen, let's go on to our next topic, but it's kind of related to this one. So the lady, what was the lady's name that broke the story again? I lost the link. The one about Flash. Was it Enoch Huthert?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's saying also she added to her interview that the Justice League movie, the Snyder Cut version, is absolutely
Christ.
Dude, hold on, man. I'm talking. Jeez.
I'm excited for this. Be quiet, Robert.
Yeah. Fuck, dude.
I'm sorry. Go continue, Lewis.
press 1 if you need Robert booted from the stream. Okay, let me start again. See, I lost my frame of thought, bro. Come on. Enos
can't blame me this time.
Jeffrey.
Okay. He's probably listening. Okay. We should bring him in for this.
Just for this.
He goes nuts for this.
I don't like the DC shows. I don't like the movies.
No!
They're all crap. They're all crap. They should have let Snyder finish what he was doing, because most of it's just all crap.
Bro, he's been practicing too, dude. You can tell. He's been practicing.
Hold on. And I don't like any of it. It's just all bad.
I don't believe it.
Well, you don't have to believe it if you don't want to. But the point is all.
Where's your proof?
That's good. That's good. But I don't need proof, because the proof is what I've seen, and it just sucks.
We'd be trying to convince Jeffrey for 2 hours that DC and Superman actually exist.
Yeah.
Before we could talk about this. Anyways, Enith, this lady.
I love you, Jeffrey.
Let me throw this in there real quick. She claims that she's heard that people have seen the cut and that it's absolutely amazing.
Zack Snyder's cut.
Yeah, so let's start off with Max again. Max, what do you think of this? Is there a Snyder cut? I don't
believe it. I believe it. I think that some of the special effects aren't there. I think they just cut it off.
Ow!
No, not that cut off.
Okay.
They cut off production of the special effects because they moved that expense to get who's the guy that did Avengers 1 and 2? Joss Whedon, yes. They wanted Avengers type movies so bad. I think they kind of exploited the situation, Warner Brothers, with, unfortunately, the tragedy with Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
They tried to promote it like they were doing the best for him, but they really hijacked his film. And at that point, I think he was too conflicted. It's a shame what was done. And I also think Warner Brothers, if you've ever watched Entourage, they have a series about the actor doing Aquaman. I think the upper people of Warner Brothers, the higher ups, they don't like to admit what they're wrong. And if you don't toe what their opinions are,
well, they can't admit it because they're
kind of spiteful, and they don't want his cut to come out. And plus, it'll cause confusion, because then people, if they see his vision and they love it, then what are they going to do going forward? That's the other problem. Yeah. But it makes sense to finish it, especially now. They could go back and finish special.
Yeah, but look at her comment is that she heard that someone else saw it.
Yeah, I believe multiple people. Jason Momoa said 100%.
Jason Momoa said it. Yeah, they were all the actors were coming out and saying it exists.
That doesn't mean it's finished special effects.
Right.
I think the cut exists with all this. They always put the film together with unfinished CGI and effects. So I believe it was put together without the finished CG effects, and I believe that 100%.
Who's the guy that doesn't watch anything? Is he talking about?
That's Ambassador. That's Ambassador.
I don't know.
No. We keep Ambassador. He's a good guy.
No, we keep him. We keep him, man. Yeah, because
he says he has it. He says he wants to watch it.
He owns every Blu-ray.
Yeah, we don't gatekeep fandom. We encourage He said he has them and he's going to plan to watch them.
Hey, listen, I'm just glad it's finally someone not saying get rid of me. So I'm good.
Yeah. Who's next? Robert, I already asked you, right, about the Snyder Cut?
No.
Or- Okay.
I did
Well,
you? No, I don't think you did. I just
Oh, boy, here we
Max-
go.
Max was the first
Here we
one.
go.
my
Here's it. Okay.
overt.
Robert, as I use the red restroom, go ahead. What's your opinion?
Oh, he really cares what you think, Robert. He
Yeah.
Really, this is your friend. Oh my God.
He's literally going to take a shit on it.
Yeah, literally. I hope you don't have any
forget the toilet paper.
I hope
There's
you don't
no
have
toilet
any.
paper in LA, though.
Yeah, I don't like Zack Snyder's movies. I don't like them.
Well, I don't
Dawn of
like
the
you
Dead.
anymore.
Dawn
Robert.
of the Dead.
I don't like you anymore. No.
I mean, I'll tell you the first movie. One of the I think one of his first feature films, Dawn of the Dead, the remake. I thought that movie was fantastic. I loved
That
it.
was great.
I agree. Yeah.
Such a damn good movie. And then 300, I was a little,
I didn't
thought it
like
was
that
okay.
one.
love
There's a lot of people that really love it, and there's very few that actually hate it. But I thought I was a little indifferent towards it. But everything else he's done,
Ambassador, real
It's hard
quick.
for-
Ambassador,
huh?
real quick.
Yeah.
May the blood of Christ compel you. Okay, next.
All I was doing was quoting 300. I love
Quoting
300.
300.
And I'm quoting The Exorcist.
Who's
Actually,
next? Me?
Let the power of Christ compel you.
Do that
Like I
again.
was saying, Zack Snyder,
The
not
power
a fan.
of Christ. The power of Christ compels you.
Okay. He's talking to you, Robert. Go.
No, I'm not.
He isn't.
He's having too much fun with these controls.
I don't know. Leia's
Yeah.
looking very judgmental at you right now. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
and by the way, Robert, all sincerity, you've got some really cool geek swag back there, man. I like it.
Yeah, I agree, but your
I do.
opinions.
I love the
Robert.
I don't know. I need some proof that that's real swag. It may not be real. I think it's just a picture.
I don't believe Robert's
that's just
really
a piece
there.
of pipe. I don't know if it's real.
It's all green screen, man. It's
I don't know.
awesome
I
green
need-
screen.
I need some more information.
Lunga. In
Okay,
the
go,
immortal
Robert, go,
words of
Robert.
Tony Montana, stick your head in a toilet, see if it fits.
Okay, go.
Oh, by the way, speaking of green screens, yeah, that's
That's a green screen?
yes.
It is, dude.
No,
yeah,
it
Dude,
is.
is that a green screen?
yeah,
That
it
is a green screen, son of a bitch.
I know why it's a green screen though. I know
Yeah,
why.
yeah.
Dude,
Because
I thought that was real.
it is. It's the board is real. It's behind here. But I did a green screen because it actually fell on me one day. I'm like, that's it. No more. So, and so I took a picture of it. Now it's a green screen.
All right, so Ambassador, real quick. Snyder Cut, real quick.
We have been hearing about the Snyder Cut since the Blade thing finished. Either release it or let it go. I particularly don't care. I didn't see Justice League, had no interest to see it. So I would much rather watch the individual movies because they actually were halfway decent. So, because Wonder Woman was good from what I've heard. You
gotta start watching a lot of movies, dude.
I do.
Which was the last movie you saw?
Today.
Monty Python.
Whenever.
Today I rewatched Patton.
Whoa.
Wow, George.
Did
C.
that come
Scott.
out before? I think it came out before most of us were born.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good movie.
Fun fact.
That's
I'm actually
directed by what's it called? With the guy that directed The Godfather, right?
for Coppola.
Yeah, Francis Ford Coppola, correct?
Yeah, he did the screenplay for it. Mhm.
Yeah. All right,
Fun
what were you gonna
fact,
say, Lonzo?
I'm actually older.
He just
than-
scolded you, Lewis. He's like,
fun
I
fact,
just
I'm
watched
actually,
Patton. And you
I'm
shut
actually-
up real quick.
Uh-oh, Bonda.
What do we got there? Another movie he didn't see. Ooh.
Oh.
But yeah, fun fact, I'm actually older than Ambassador, believe it or not.
Yeah, by 3
Um,
years.
Yeah, I'm actually 3 years older than him. But yeah, so we're talking about Schneider Cut, right?
Yeah.
Schneider Cut. I I'm not like Garcia. I do like Schneider stuff. So it is pretty good. Now, I'm not saying the Schneider cut would be the.
What about Snyder?
The Schneider.
Yeah, we're talking about Snyder Cut, not Schneider.
Okay, not a Schneider Cut. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, technically, it would be Schneider because it's a variant on it.
It's a German name.
Yeah,
but we'll go by his Hollywood name, Snyder. But the Snyder Cut, I don't think it would be like the best Justice League or best DC movie ever made. But I do say it should be out or should have been completed with his vision because it would make all the movies flow. That just the same reason we say that Rian Johnson with Last Jedi kind of messed things up. If it would make everything else make sense and it would all fit then in a cohesive world. That's why I say it should be done. And I do believe it exists. I like Max. I don't think it's just not CGI'd and all that other work.
Or not finished CGI, not finished CGI.
Right. But as far as his cuts, meaning because the director, correct me if I'm wrong, the director comes in and does his edits first, what he wants final, and then it gets sent to the CGI department and all the other stuff. So his cut, meaning what he wanted for the final vision, is there and complete. And he probably just needs some more money thrown at it to finish it up. So I do believe it exists.
It's gonna be a lot of money to complete it. I'm down to watch it, but I don't think there's actually a cut.
Seen it.
All right, everyone. Now here comes a category that the ambassador is gonna kick our ass in.
Bonus question.
We're gonna talk about best 80s film. Please feel free to chime in the comments. Here's what Google has: Breakfast Club, Back to the Future, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Ghostbusters, E.T., the Extra Testicle, Raiders of the Lost Ark. What, guys?
It's extraterrestrial. Say it with me.
No, it's my German accent. Goonies, Top Gun.
Man, he is going loony in his quarantine. The extra test.
We all are.
Gremlins. What's this one in the middle? 16 Candles, Dirty Dancing, Heathers. Star Wars is so back here. I doubt this is in order. Lost Boys, starring Corey Haim and Corey Feldman. Stand By Me, Pretty in Pink. This was Die Hard, The Shining.
Die Hard is that an 80s movie?
Well,
yes, it is.
End of the 80s.
Wait a minute. Are we about 80s?
Science.
It's like 89. It was 88. God damn it. Wow.
Weird Science, Nightmare on Elm Street, Princess Bride, Footloose. Wow.
You don't have to say anything else. Footloose.
Karate Kid, Blade Runner, Risky Business, Beverly Hills Cop, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, The Thing. Damn, they have a lot of movies in the 80s.
Well, the movie industry wouldn't exist without the 80s.
Beetlejuice.
You think?
They go all
80s
reboots.
is one of the best times.
Why do you all think I cover it on my channel?
Labyrinth, Aliens, Rambo, maybe even Rambo 2, right?
Where's the Never-Ending Story?
Hold on.
Who cares about Never-Ending Story? That movie
Raging
sucks.
Bull.
Oh.
People
Full
who watch
Metal
movies
Jacket.
care, Ambassador.
The Evil Dead. The Evil Dead. Oh, that was that the first one?
Yeah,
That was the
First one.
Yeah.
Caddyshack. I thought that was from the 70s. Star Wars: Return of the Jedi. American Werewolf in London. Scarface. What's this one right here? Say Anything. I never heard of that one.
John Cusack.
Was it good?
Yeah,
Trade-
it was good.
Okay.
It was
Okay.
in places.
You know when he's that picture of John Cusack holding a radio above his head? That's from
That's
Say
from-
Anything.
Yeah.
That's the iconic scene, yeah.
Trading Places, Flashdance, Can't Buy Me Love, St. Elmo's Fire. There's a lot of really popular ones.
I don't
Bill
want
and
to
Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Seen it.
Temple of Doom,
Seen it.
Coming to America, Do the Right Thing, the Friday the 13th series. What else are we missing?
I don't
So
want
is
Chucky.
this segment just you listing out every movie made? in
No,
the
I'm
You know what it reminds me of, Lewis? It's like walking in an old video store in the 80s and just looking at all the
Yeah.
titles
Yep.
of the movies.
Well, the reason
Like,
I
what do you want
wanted
to see tonight? Risky Business, Top Gun. That's what it reminds me of as he's reading all the titles.
So the reason I mentioned all those is to get you into the mindset of the 80s, really, because there's so
I never
many. of them.
left.
Yeah. So
I
what?
didn't see any of those movies from your 80s list that I hold here near and dear to my heart.
Well, let's
Quite
start with you. What are the ones you hold near and dear to your heart?
Number one, well, Evil Dead. Evil Dead's there, but one of the my earliest recollection of horror movies from the 80s is Basket Case. I don't know. Has anybody seen
Oh,
it?
that's the horror.
I've heard of it.
Get in the basket. That one.
What's
in the basket?
It's about two brothers they're twin brothers, but one is severely deformed, and the brother that's not, has psychotic issues, carries him around in a basket, and the brother who's in the basket proceeds to murder various people that they come in contact with. Reason why I love it, it has puppets, because the brother in the basket is a puppet. Mm-hmm. It has stop motion animation, and it has gratuitous violence. So probably one of my favorite 80s horror movies is Basket Case. So just
nice.
Mine. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's a lot of fun. It's a fun movie.
Max, do you have a favorite?
Definitely Back to the Future.
Yep.
Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, E.T., Aliens, Terminator. Oh man, I loved almost every film in there.
There's almost too many, right?
Right. I just keep thinking the movie industry wouldn't exist because they do want to reboot all these, do sequels, and try to recapture that era.
My theory is that nowadays everything's over-researched, over-corporatized, and back then they weren't able to really tell what. Well, they were able to tell what people liked, but they used to take more risk because there wasn't that information.
Yeah,
wasn't
more
accurate.
risk. Yeah.
Ambassador, what's your favorite 80s? Name a few, maybe.
Name a few.
5.
I can do 5. I can do 5 easy. Empire, Return, Beetlejuice. I'll definitely say Blade Runner. Or anything, not just because Sci-Fi Dragon brought it up, but because it's a great film. It's one of Ridley Scott's best.
Yeah.
And let's see. Stripes. And one that Intergalactic Mojito just mentioned, The Last Starfighter.
Oh, another great movie.
Too many good ones. Lunga?
Yeah, I mean, I'll literally, I mean, obviously because we're Star Wars guys, Empire and Jedi fall in there and take immediate slots. So I'm just gonna take those out just because they become default for nerds like us. But a lot of the ones, I mean, all of these, I saw. That should be a movie. Nerds like us. I saw, every single movie you listed there. I saw.
Yes.
But yeah, Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, the John Hughes movies. I'm sorry. As a kid in the 80s, those were The Breakfast Club, 16 Candles, Pretty in Pink. All of those were just awesome movies. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. You cannot forget Ferris Bueller's Day. You can't even do 5. I mean, there's so many. Vacation. That's not Hughes, but was it Hughes?
No,
that's nice.
No, it wasn't. It was John Landis. I think.
John Landis. Vacation. I mean, there's just so many.
Dude, what about the Twilight Zone movie?
I don't give.
But it's still something we talk about. I mean,
Lewis,
is that the one because all the people that died?
No, man, that was legit. Creepy, bro.
Vic Morrow.
Vic Morrow and one of the kids.
What do you mean?
From the Twilight Zone movie, it was Vic Morrow and one of the kids that he was carrying, I think, in that helicopter scene.
No, yeah, I understand it had the controversy, but I think I watched that the other day. It's pretty good.
Oh, the movie? No, the movie's great. I always loved it.
Yeah, and that's like a second tier. Like the 80s are just so filled with awesome.
And speaking of another reboot, it's not a movie, but there was a TV show in the 80s that I used to love, Amazing Stories.
Apple TV.
Apple TV is bringing back, and I think we're talking about
but it's been so long.
Listen, man, I don't know. I was sitting there looking at my phone, and I heard the music, and my head instantly went poink. I'm like, "What? I know that song. Like, what is this?" It's amazing.
Yeah, but remember, just keep it family friendly here, bro. Things that go poink aren't really.
You're the one that just took it into the gutter, not me, my brother. Okay, not me.
Well, my favorite films of the 80s, I can't really say. My favorite movie of all time is The Empire Strikes Back. Return of the Jedi has to go in there by default. But anything I mention is like, it's blasphemous, man, because everything is so good.
That's why I didn't mention like the obvious. Of course, Empire is like, top of the list. Or
all three Back to the Futures, although I think the last one was 91.
First, I really like the first.
No, I like all three, man. They're all awesome.
But
I love my favorite of the three is actually the third one. I mean, the first two are good. I love westerns. I grew up watching westerns as a kid, so seeing a time travel story that's got western.
You don't like westerns?
I hate
love
westerns.
The good, the bad, and the ugly? Come on, man.
The ugly, and the ugly. Yeah, sure.
I think we have that on the show tonight. Oh,
Probably.
no.
Well, it would be more like the virtuous, the awesome, and the hideous.
Oh,
Guess who the hideous is? Not me. I'm the virtuous one.
I think he's trying to. I think he's trying to say the man with the mask.
You
The man
don't
with
make
the
those
mask.
kind of
I wear
multiple
a
choice
mask.
questions
I
when you
wear
don't
a
have control.
No, look. You'll never know, Ambassador. I'm wearing a mask for a reason. That's what
Ambassador,
the internet
Yeah,
says.
exactly. That's why I said the hideous.
Yeah,
The
Ambassador,
moment
Man,
you started that,
man, Ambassador, you're going real hard on me tonight, man.
Ambassador, I'm just
Yeah, but
joking, man. I'm sorry. I don't really mean it, man.
don't lie. The
Well,
moment you started that
You're not
phrase,
taking it serious, right? You're not hideous.
No,
man.
no.
I do you.
No, he's not.
That's the second one tonight,
Exactly.
Lewis. That's the second one tonight,
Hey,
Lewis.
this is family friendly. Stop it.
Ooh,
Lewis.
Breaking 1 and 2, dude. That's awesome. If you're from LA, I love that. Breaking 1 and 2. 1 was the best one.
Breaking 1 is okay.
Dude, we
Breaking
didn't
2
even we didn't even mention
Brought
Predator.
up Fly the Navigator.
Predator.
Yeah,
No,
Okay,
Fly
well,
the
better question is what's the best era movies? 80s. I think.
80s.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've always thought the 70s were. I mean,
No.
as far as the
Late
decade.
70s were pretty much bleeding into the 80s.
Well,
Yeah, the
70s,
late 70s. Late 70s
you
was
had-
already.
You had The
Go ahead.
Godfather. You had The French Connection. You had The Exorcist.
Oh, you can't do this. This is for the next episode, Robert.
Yeah, well, hey, let's hang on to the 70s a little bit.
Oh yeah, we forgot all the Rocky movies. Holy crap!
Their
Rocky.
70s, all the Rocky movies are good.
Yeah.
Movie
three-
1, he gets punched.
5
Movie
is the
2,
only-
he gets punched.
No,
Movie
no,
3, he
dude.
gets punched.
Aw.
Well, okay, but okay. So, what's your favorite 80s movie again?
Who?
You.
Oh, me? Well, okay. If you eliminate the obvious two of the Star Wars trilogy, just gonna toss a few more out here. I'd say another favorite of mine is Flash Gordon.
Flash Gordon. They
Mhm.
shoot. They're in space. Star Wars. They're in space.
But it's based on an older property, and it's actually really good. Not to, but not only that, it has.
Queen.
Not to mention, but here's the thing: it
So
has
good.
three. It has
There
three.
goes the viewers. 5 viewers.
It has three of my favorite.
Have we
actors.
passed 5 viewers today?
Yeah, you were up at like 15.
Damn.
You're at 14 currently.
I'll be back on tomorrow at 9. F it.
Um,
I think the weekend's a little slower. I never really, it was.
Well, no, I mean, YouTube's been real weird lately. I mean,
Yeah.
Should
no.
I change the topic to something?
No, it's not going to
negative?
matter. It's not going to matter.
If I say something,
it will help a
negative.
little. It will help a little bit.
Yeah, I'm
everything's
good.
made up. and
I'm
the
having
points don't
fun.
matter.
I don't give a crap about YouTube's algorithm anymore. I'm just having fun.
Say you're going. Say you have a beef with the Madman.
There you go.
You got
I
a beef.
don't have a-
You got a beef with Lunga or the bastard.
You know what? I'm gonna do that
What
There you
the
go.
hell you gonna have a beef? Pardon me. What the heck
tomorrow.
you gonna have a beef with me
Tomorrow,
about?
I'm gonna say that something derogatory about Max. Just
Okay.
Max is taking. it to the top.
or say I've decided to join the Fandom Menace.
You'll
No,
get
I can't do that.
you'll get about 200 followers in 5 minutes, and then the moment they notice you're talking to us, you lose all of them.
Huh. Anyways, this 80s talk is nuts, man, because like most of the films are in the 80s. Gremlins.
Yeah, yeah.
Sci-Fi Dragon actually brings up a good point. The original Flash Gordon inspired Star Wars.
Well,
So-
no, there's
But the other thing I was going to say, just real quick, it has three of my favorite actors, and it has, well, the late, great Max von Sydow, Timothy Dalton, and Brian Blessed.
Is it Sido or Sido?
Sydow, Sydow.
DOW.
Yeah,
Was
D-O-W.
that guy ever young?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, Exorcist. He
But
looks.
he
about the
has-
same as-
Well, it
Well,
was
they
Nick
did make-
Smith who did the makeup that
They
aged
They made him look older, and
Yeah,
they got
they
it
made-
accurate.
They made
yeah.
Father Marin look older. So
See, we gotta just do
Ooh.
a show like that when the channels blow up. Like we could have like 100 people in here. I think you could do an entire segment just on 80s for hours and hours and hours.
well, yeah.
We could even like do a 80s part 1, 80s part 2, just all out discussion.
I've
Mhm.
seen a lot of people mentioning Karate Kid, but I'm gonna one up your Karate Kid and say probably one of the greatest martial arts movies that came out of the 80s was a movie called Revenge of the Ninja. If anybody's seen
Oh
it.
yeah,
Such a damn good movie.
brutal.
Honestly,
Brutal
I've
film.
never. Okay, this is not one that I've never seen, but I've honestly never heard until you just mentioned it.
So Revenge of the Ninja, it's typical
The
80s
girl
movie.
from Breakin' is in it. The
Yes.
girl is from
So-
Breakin' is
I've
in
never
it.
heard of
It
it either.
has cocaine, violence, and hot women. So
That's
there
the
it
story
is.
of your life.
So,
Oh, you know what
So-
else we forgot, guys? We
So-
forgot.
Revenge of the
RoboCop.
Nerds.
We forgot
So-
RoboCop.
I could
Lethal
use some of that in
Weapon.
quarantine.
so essentially, it's
First
Revenge of the
Blood.
Scarface with
Nerds also.
it's like Scarface with karate.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, but I saw it as when I was a kid. Saw it via the video store. But there is two
Sequels for that,
versions,
too.
and the original version, unfortunately, it's very hard to find because in the climactic portion of the movie, when one of them is killed, it's ultra bloody and gory. And I think it was Canon was sued, Canon Pictures, and that's why it's basically been edited. So it's very hard to find the original bloody version of that movie. I think it's nearly impossible unless you find it on VHS.
Remember
but
Death Wish?
70s.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
But Death Wish. Yeah.
First Death
Well,
Wish.
we missed all the Rambo movies. RoboCop,
Yeah, Mad Max.
Mad Max.
The
Oh,
Mandalorian.
and wait,
Come
and
on, man. No
the
joking.
greatest 80s movies of all time, Roadhouse.
Oh, pain don't hurt.
Revenge
Pain
of the
don't hurt.
Nerds.
Yeah, Stanley Thornton. He brought up Revenge of the Nerds.
Roadhouse.
How are you so?
I like
there's
Intergalactic Mojito. You mentioned another one, Young Guns. Oh yeah.
That was a fun movie.
Young
Oh,
Guns.
yeah.
I love that movie too. Yes.
No, but
Cheesy
you don't
trailer.
like Western.
Cheesy
Cheesy
not a bad
trailer
one.
incoming. Cheesy trailer incoming.
There it is, Canon.
Get rid of the ad. Get rid of the ad.
Terminator.
Robert Carradine.
Oh.
The ninja, the perfect assassin. The greatest ninja warrior.
Yes!
My sword is sealed forever.
Forever.
But a ninja cannot escape his destiny. It will follow him from the gardens of Japan to the streets
Wow.
of America. Get those people out of here.
The heroin spilled out.
Damn it! To the American mafia and Japanese yakuza.
They don't make them like this anymore.
Hell no! Look at that.
Oh, is that Joe Pesci?
Black
No, it's not Joe Pesci.
a disciple of evil who kills for pleasure. Only a
Oh,
ninja can
oh,
stop a
oh.
ninja.
Wow.
Now, as the police look on helplessly, high above the streets of Los Angeles,
Oh, that's such
he
an
must
awesome
fight
fight
the
scene.
killer who was once a friend.
Look at how creative that
Ancient Japanese warfare explodes in America.
is. Yeah.
It's the ultimate martial arts adventure.
Oh.
Can survive the revenge of the ninja.
Wow.
Revenge
Yes.
of the ninja.
I love how every other sound effect was either hiya or ah, hiya, ah, hiya, ah.
Look at that. That's so realistic. Louis, you better not be mocking my Revenge of the Ninja. I'm just saying. How dare you, man?
That's Joe. Is that Joe Pesci? Pesci, dude?
That's not
No.
Joe Pesci.
Not Joe
it's not.
Pesci.
That's him.
That is not
That's
Joe Pesci.
not Joe Pesci.
Holy
I've seen this movie literally dozens of times. That's not Joe Pesci. I forget the actor's name.
Is that Joe Pesci?
No.
Can we watch a bunch of 80s trailers every episode and be like, is that Joe Pesci?
Yeah.
Is that Joe Pesci?
Oh,
Is that Joe Pesci?
Is that Joe Pesci?
So you guys familiar with Breakin' though? Like Breakin'?
Yeah, the breakdancing movie.
What about you?
Wait, Ambassador said he's never seen it. You got to play the trailer now.
Well, if we're gonna play trailers of things Ambassador's never seen, well, we're gonna be here for a few days.
Oh!
Oh!
Finish him. Dude.
Revenge of the Ninja.
Okay, you guys that have seen
more like Wrath of the Ambassador.
Uh-oh.
So you guys have seen who's seen Breakin'?
I've seen
A
it,
long time ago.
Yeah, it's been a long
Okay,
time.
spot the celebrity. If you've seen it, if you know who it is, just raise your hand if you haven't seen it. Okay, there's a celebrity cameo in this scene, and
A celebrity
very
cameo in a movie.
no, it's a really popular person doing something ridiculous. All right, you guys ready? Hold on, let me
Yeah,
share this with you. Hold on right here, and don't spoil it in the comments. Just watch it first and let us know if you saw who it is.
Yeah,
I'm sure-
everybody. Yeah, everybody. Please don't spoil it. Just.
You know who it
just
is,
watch
huh, Robert?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, here we go.
Make it bigger. There you go.
There he is.
There he is.
Ah, I know.
Okay, who knows who he is? Raise your hand.
Yeah, no.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, you got it, man. Look at that. Look at Jean-Claude Van Damme. Ambassador Google is awesome, huh?
Yeah, it's called my brain. I can recognize an
Oh,
actor.
there's him with the
There he is.
with the manitard on.
Yeah, yes. Goddamn Manator.
The only reason Robert noticed is because his eyes always zoom into the hottest guy on the screen.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No.
Yeah, and by the way,
Okay, a
Lunga,
Steinfeld
you-
episode.
and by,
Not that there's
and by-
anything wrong with that.
and by the way, Lunga,
Yeah.
you wish you could look that good though in a manitard.
Well, there's a reason they call him Longa.
Hey,
Oh, God.
look at you just.
Good night.
I
I'm
will-
like,
You just
I'm
made
not-
Max blush. You can see you
I
blushing
think
through the
I think I
mask.
got something to watch.
I think he just got COVID 20.
Do you know Paul Rudd?
I'm
was in
quarantining myself. Fine.
Paul Rudd was an early
Oh, he jammed.
1990s
Oh, no.
Super Nintendo commercial.
No.
What the hell? We lost.
Force him on. Force him on. Hey,
I
you
remember.
gotta go, Max. You got to go.
No, he just does. He does that anytime he gets embarrassed.
What? Embarrassed?
What the hell?
I did it.
And
I did it
now-
for the gag, but I should probably finish that documentary.
Okay,
before I
look,
go back.
it's an hour and 17 minutes. We should start wrapping this up. I've had a fucking blast here, guys. I
Oh,
really,
me too. Me too.
For everyone
dude.
here, I hope you guys. I'm just fucking around. Everyone in the chat, really. I have been quarantining myself. I've done a good job at it. It's the few times I have stepped out of the house, it's freaking weird out there, man. But hopefully everything's getting back to normal slowly but surely. But everyone in the comments, hopefully we're bringing in some
Levity.
some comfort and fun. But I'll be here. What time is your interview tomorrow, Lunga?
Speaking of, he just like while we were
3.
doing the stream about a half hour ago, he actually tweeted out himself telling everybody, "I'm going to be on tomorrow with Darth Lunga."
Well, if
Okay.
he was watching
Nice.
this show, that might not have happened. So maybe he's not. I'm just
No.
Well,
no,
I
no.
did have a thing running on my stream about it, so
Okay.
that should send people
I was
over.
joking. I was joking.
Lunga, could you do
I
me a
know.
favor? Could you put on? Could you put a link to your
Channel.
channel there on the comments so people could just join you?
Certainly.
And Ambassador,
Mhm.
next time you're here, I'll be nicer since it's your first day. I like to.
Oh,
Yeah, just
Like
kidding.
a
You're
you-
awesome.
what-
You know
No, he
your
won't.
shit.
He never is.
You know your
He ain't
shit. You
Max,
do.
Max,
Max.
shut up.
Oh, we could look at Max's eyes.
I need glasses. That's
Someone-
my secret.
Someone screen cap Max's eyes. Will do a Batman research on Google to find out who he really is. I was just kidding.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. So, Ambassador, where can people follow you? Shameless plug. Go.
Did you hear it?
Say say one more time.
Ambassador,
Louis, you want me-
shameless plug. You want to plug anything?
Nothing major. Just I'm going to be doing my resuming my review of Babylon 5 on Monday with the Dega Outlaw and everything at 12 and everything.
Cool.
And then of course this week I'll be doing several uploads and everything. I'll probably be doing a few live streams on things. Next weekend I'll have another installment of Ambassadorial Wing on Saturday night. So, and I might pop in on somebody's channel.
Yeah, good.
Or if anybody wants to come over on mine and everything. I'm trying to entertain everybody while everybody's stuck indoors.
Yeah.
Thankfully with my channel, I cover retro stuff. So I was already hardwired and set up for this before all this mess started. So everybody knows you want retro stuff, come to my channel. And if you want newer stuff, well, I cover that too when there's new stuff to talk about.
Max.
Yeah.
What are you up to?
Oh, I'm
Shameless
going.
plug.
I did like Mad Max, The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian's the best thing about Star Wars right now. I think most people can agree about that. It's great. I'm really excited that they finished, even with all this stuff going on, they finished filming season 2. I can't wait. I'm looking. I still have not seen The Rise of Skywalker. I'm watching the documentary.
Oh, I have an update.
Okay.
On the giveaways. The people who entered the and then I'll let you go again. They're actually not going to be shipping out anything till the 31st. So anyone who entered the contest to win the digital copies, you could still enter. There's a video on this channel where you could find out the instructions. So we could get some more people in here and do the watch along. Max, go for it.
I do Movie Madness at midnight Eastern time live as many days of the week as I can. And that's where viewers can actually be on the show. I've had viewers of mine that have never done a YouTube video before come on. I try to encourage as many people to get in the conversation. We have to isolate. We have to quarantine in reality, but not on social media. And we could have fun. We could be positive, like my pal Ambassador and Longa and Robert was bringing the heat today. But I don't know if I like it. I like Robert too. But this is where we don't have to isolate ourselves, and we can have some fun. Man, this got me hyped.
Coming from the man in a mask.
Yeah.
Well, he's doing that as a parody of another YouTuber who also wears the mask because, well,
no one cared who I was until I put on the mask.
I have lots of masks. So.
Hey, listen.
And Louis, by the way,
I do have a channel. I've been on Nerd Report a few times now. If you want to check
Too
out,
many times.
If you want to join the madness, if you want to join this madness, either as a viewer or on my show, on my show.
Okay, we can all do it.
Join the madness. Ambassador, where's your mask?
I don't have one. I don't have to wear a mask. I have a mask.
Okay, let's do this.
Right. You want me to get a mask? All right, give me a minute.
No, wearing a mask already.
Tomorrow, let's have it masked Sundays.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
At 9.
Oh,
can we pull that off?
I'll try. Yes.
There is something we do have to talk about. Really important.
Okay.
The Gray Order. We have our merch store up. And the website's at thegrayistheway.com. And this isn't a pitch to try to make money. We have set it up to be 100%. All the profits are going to charity, and it's going to the CDP COVID-19 the name of it always escapes me. COVID-19 Response Fund, CDP COVID-19 Response Fund. So all the proceeds from that are going to that. We want to give back. We want people to be taken care of, and all this stuff that's going on. It's gonna be hard on a lot of people. So we opened up the merch store. It has all the Gray Order merchandise on there, and all the proceeds are going to there. So if you guys find it in your heart, you want to help people out there in need, and pick up some cool looking swag, head over to grayistheway.com. And everything you put in there, is going to go towards charity and helping people dealing with this crisis that's going on right now.
Well said.
Very
And
cool.
listen, I
Nice.
want to thank the people who are part of the Gray Order for having me as a guest on your stuff. That means a lot to me. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you
want-
are Great Order, Lewis.
Look at this.
Uh-oh. The
Wow.
cat's gonna
You asked for it.
Look at the cat. The cat's
We're,
right
we're
on
laughing
you.
at the
Your
cat,
cat's
not you.
worth
You
it.
can't
Right
see
on cue, man.
I love your cat.
That's awesome.
No, but listen, it's I know I'm part of the Gray Order here, but I want to say thank you for accepting me into your group. You know that you guys were there before me and stuff. It means a lot to me.
Well, we love having you, and like I said, the thing, and we tell everybody this, it's not like there's a membership pin. It's not like you have to pass.
I'm asking for one though. I want a membership card. I told Boshti, I'm like, everyone jokes about these in these fan movements. What do you need, a membership card? Let's have a membership card. Yeah.
But no, literally all it is what we're doing here. It's just having civil conversation regardless of your likes or dislikes. That's all it is, man. And not judging people based on their immutable characteristics, things they can't change about themselves, and trying to use it against them in an argument. You know, it's just discussing civilly and know that at the end of the day we're all fans. That's all that matters.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I'm so opposed to like judging people and stuff. It sucks. It's done too much.
Except for Ambassador.
Yeah, damn, you fucked up my joke. I was gonna say it's not like I think that Ambassador doesn't know his movies just because he's never seen one.
The best is his straight look.
He's gonna straight up kill me, dude. Look, he's got the Mandalorian hat ready there, and he's gonna fucking disintegrate me.
He's gonna murk you.
If you do it, Ambassador, can you wear the Jack Skeleton mask while you do it? That would really be creepy.
No,
we want to see the blood splatter on that white, that white mask.
Hey guys, hold on a second. Hold on. Ready? Are you guys ready?
Oh no!
Is it Jeffrey?
Yeah!
I knew Jeffrey would be here. Jeffrey, I said it the third time to call you.
Jeffrey, what do you think? What do you think about the Snyder Cut, Jeffrey?
Go. Oh shit.
Jeffrey, come on. Don't fail us. Schneider Cut, Jeffrey.
He's muted. He's probably getting ready.
Speak of the devil and he shall appear.
Yeah!
Yeah, Jeffrey. Yeah. That was perfect.
Okay, Jeffrey, really quick. Snyder Cut, go. What do you think?
Lightning
Fake
round.
news.
But hey, how could it be fake news if the stunt coordinator said she heard of somebody that knew somebody that had a cousin that used to work in a theater that knew somebody that saw the Snyder Cut?
Is this a trick question?
Do I look like a joker to you?
Yes.
What am I, a clown? Am I here to amuse you?
No, it's true.
I make you laugh? I'm funny. I'm funny how? I make you laugh like I'm a clown.
Am I funny?
Well, Murray, yeah. The reason things are so bad right now because people aren't decent to each other anymore. You invited me on here to make fun of me.
Oh my goodness, this is kind of creeping me out.
Murray. You're
Jeffrey,
a bad guy, Murray.
That's some top-notch acting there, Jeffrey.
Sorry, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, I don't even know you, but I like a good contrarian, and you have my.
I'm glad we have social distance right now.
No, Max, you're right next to him now, Max.
Okay,
4 years ago.
I think we found another
7
niche.
years ago.
It's dead, guys. You got your director's cut of that
What the hell?
awful Batman v Superman movie.
Here's a new show, everyone. Enjoy.
What the hell happened here?
I have no idea, Jeffrey.
Well, Mando.
I
I don't know what's going on with this. I don't know.
I don't myself. I think Lewis has lost whatever mind he had left.
Internet gold right there.
Okay, so now
That was
Max
supposed to be our new show.
I have a question. I have
The
a
Jeffrey
question.
and Ambassador show.
I,
I don't even know Jeffrey. I've only seen a
That's
handful
what
of
makes it
times.
better.
Grey Council. What do you
Intriguing,
think about
intriguing talk
Grey
between a man who
Jedi?
has never seen any movie and a man that hates every movie.
Ambassador
would be
Todd.
Bro,
show-
are you guys friends or what the
that
hell?
show would be a hit on YouTube if you actually
Ambassador
titled it
Todd.
that.
What do you think of the Grey Jedi?
What do I think of the Great Jedi?
No,
He was asking me, Longa,
Oh,
not you.
okay.
Oh,
I forgot it. It's the hate everything, know nothing show. Go ahead.
oh man.
Are you asking about the concept of a great Jedi? Is that
I'm
what you're
asking. I'm asking about the existence of the Grey Jedi.
in the Star Wars universe? In the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's honestly an intriguing idea. I think honestly it is a more accurate depiction of what the original Force wielders were. They were neither light nor dark. They were in fact gray. They walked a very delicate balance between the two aspects of the Force. Although the truth is there is only one aspect of the Force or anything. It is what a gray Jedi embodies and what a gray Jedi wields. A gray Jedi is actually more powerful than either Sidious or Yoda combined because they have full access to all parts of the Force. So the concept of a gray Jedi is not I don't disapprove of it.
Okay.
Actually,
well,
it depends
Maxi
on what
Big
part
the
you
Force. That smells stinker with.
I didn't catch what I honestly didn't even catch what he said.
Do it
I don't
again,
know.
please.
Maxi Big the Force. That smells stinker with.
Jar Jar.
Oh,
Jar-
dude.
Jar Jar could get dropped into a Starlight pit and I would not
No,
shed
I
one tear.
love Jar Jar because it came from George Lucas and he loved Jar Jar.
What up?
I love
He
Yeah,
said
well,
nothing of the
why-
Force.
I have a question. Why is everyone getting worked up about the Snyder Cut again?
No, we
God.
weren't working on
I
the
could,
Snyder
I
Cut.
could I could really
Because
give
it
two-
exists. Hey, I have a question for you.
we were
I
just
have a
having a
question
good-
for you,
I'll
Jeffrey.
be right back, guys. I gotta go put this thing
Hey,
out.
actually,
Yeah.
I gotta
Quit.
cut down the stream already.
No, but I have a question for Jeffrey.
All right.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Okay.
What did you think of Lunga's impersonation?
Of what?
Of you. You didn't hear my impersonation?
Stinkowitz?
No.
Oh,
Okay, hold on.
I thought
Hold on.
that's why you came on.
Hold on. I gotta shut off the cam to do the impression. The Snyder Cut doesn't exist. It's all a bunch of bullshit. It's not real. If you want to believe it's real, that's fine, but it's not real. It's about as real as a $2.50 bill. It doesn't exist. It's all nonsense. I don't know what you guys are talking about. We need some more information before we even go down this road.
Jeffrey, your thoughts?
I don't know why Lunga's so upset.
Jeffrey, I love you. I love you. You're the
Oh, by the
best.
way,
He says
Jeffrey,
that, he says that
I,
with such seething disregard for everything that is proven to be factual. I'm like, why,
Oh. Hey
why
guys,
does it
okay,
anger
listen,
him so
listen,
much?
guys, real quick. I do have to go. But tomorrow,
You didn't bring Robert back. What the hell? You didn't bring the back
Robert just he
he
left.
bounced. He
He had to
bounced.
go.
Left.
Okay.
he left. He left.
He
When
left
Lewis was
us.
like taking everybody off the screen.
He left this silliness.
What is it?
Jeffrey, thanks for coming on, man. Sorry we were on for. We're gonna be back at tomorrow at 9 p.m. Who else has to plug their thing away? Okay, Max, real quick, your channel.
Mad Max, the Mandalorian, where you get movie madness almost every day of the week. You could join in, and I don't pull punches for anybody. I go after everyone.
And Ambassador, I already got you. So Hollywood Purgatory, plug away.
You can get me on Twitter at Wheeljack83. You can check out my reviews at 411mania.com. And my podcast is the 411 Wrestling Interviews Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and Spotify. I have a huge interview coming out in 2 days from now, so be on the lookout.
I like
And he
podcasts.
just had one with Gail Kim that I
Gail
listened to.
Kim. That's
and
right.
he had an article on the Chris Benoit documentary that's coming out.
That's
So-
debuting on Tuesday on Vice.
Vice, right? I did
Great
actually.
job. Great job.
I did go read it, Jeffrey.
100% awesome.
Thank
Okay,
you,
so
thank
you can
you,
follow
Longa.
me at
Despite
Nerdlecca.
your transgressions and your mouthy
You
attitude.
can follow me on
Mouthy
Nerdlecca on Twitter and Instagram. I'll be here tomorrow. All right, nerd out.